All right, everybody, so I've got the band back together. I'm back from Iceland. My car made it back yesterday, and of course, it snowed outside yesterday. So I missed my chance with plowable snow, and Jeff's going down to Mexico, so we'll have to wait next week. We'll get the engine in the donk. But this car took a week. I did an open transport on this car, of all things. And as long as they winched it on, winched it off, I wasn't worried about the clutch. But it took a week to get this back from Texas. Now I'm going to bring it over to Jay next door. This thing needs to be cleaned. I trailered this back from Connecticut. Oh, look. The shop is filled with my cars. That's mine too. These are all mine, all the ones under here. But this thing needs a wash, but I just don't want with the road salt on it. I don't want to do very much to it. But this thing we're going to dyno. We're going to get 1,000 horsepower out of this. This is what's happening this month. Preview of coming attractions. This car is going to get painted proper, real nice. We'll swap the turbo on this. We'll get the new manifold put together. I don't know if it's going down to Cook's or possibly either going to Fab Speed or Cook's. I think it may go to Fab Speed. It depends who can get it in sooner, and Fab Speed's a lot closer. Fab Speed's in Pennsylvania. Cook's is down in North Carolina. Either way, we'll get a solid manifold on this, ceramic coat it, keep the engine temps down, throw on the turbo blanket, throw on the new Garrett turbo, and this thing is going to be ready to rock and roll. That's about all this thing needs. This one, maybe another Garrett turbo, or just crank the boost a little bit so we can get our 1,000 wheel, new set of tires on it, and again, ready to rock and roll. We didn't do the brake bias on this yet. When I spoke to Willwood said that the brake bias should be fine, and that it's controlled by the computer. So we'll play with the AEM and see if that's the case. If it is, then problem solved. If not, we can do a mechanical knob to adjust the bias so we're not using so much in the way of rear brakes. This is a rough one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I'm looking into the feasibility, but I've got the brakes, the rotors and calipers from the SLR McLaren. For some reason, when we bought one, it had a Rentec kit on it, which they took carbon brakes from the factory and switched them over to steel. So I could put, and they're expensive as shit, I could put them on this car, and then I'll have a $100,000 set of brakes on the car. But it doesn't matter because I need somebody to give me $100,000 for them. Otherwise, they're worth whatever they're worth to stop a car. So I'll bring it over to Jay's. We'll see what he says. We're going to turn this blue. I think we're just going to go factory blue on this. So we're going to go back to the original. This top here, it's wrapped. It's red though. And this obviously was the only aftermarket piece on the car is the hood. And obviously that needs paint. And then the aftermarket front splitter and the side skirts have already been painted. But let's rock and roll. Let's get her over to Jay's garage. It's a long drive. It's actually right next door. Here we go. By the way, thank you to everybody who sent me links on the Evo motors. We actually got a factory motor through one of the emails that I got from you guys. And this thing's going in, so problem solved. Thank you very much. It's pretty on to me. Good to have you back. All right, here at Jay's, this is going to be the last time you see this car looking like this. Now you'll see the actual progress as this is made, but I'm going to pull it in there. That'll be a cool photo. I think you'll see a difference. I guess the question now, I think we're going to go with the navy blue. I talked to Jay, said make it whatever color you want. But the question is, racing stripe or no racing stripe? Either way, it's going to be looking much better when it comes out. Tight spaces, love tight spaces. Key fob on the seatbelt. This is the wash bay. All right, so long walk back at Corsa Motors. Made some room for other cars. And we'll update you on that shortly. So it's the last time that car is going to look like that. They're going to strip it down. They're going to paint it. They're going to clear it. They're going to do all that good stuff. And the only question we have to answer is stripe or no stripe. And I'm pretty excited. Just got back from Iceland. They got a lot of stuff in store for you guys. As I said, we're going to drop the new motor in next week. We're going to get the Super kicking. We're going to get the Corvette kicking. And then we're going to kick some ass. Thanks for watching. Project Car Challenge news coming up next week too. See you then.